Hello everybody and welcome to DearDharmaDude. My name is Vivian Cao and with me today is Veneral Master Heng Shern and my beautiful anchors Kathleen and Stephanie. So today's topic is continued from last time. It's another set in the series about the art of letting go. I think where we left off last time was Stephanie's question about relationships and moving on from that relationship and letting go of that emotional aspect of it, whether the feeling of being scared while you're there or terrorized by the dating scene itself or like the relationship and how turbulent it was and just everything about that. So if you can.
Yeah, it's very complicated, right? But you can see sometimes you want to let go, but the other side doesn't want to let go.
Right.
Right? Or you can feel the struggling right there between even in your own thoughts, you want to do or you not want to do it. It's just kind of always struggling. So letting go, even we say it's so simple, but it has the emotion that complicates the whole scene, the whole process of letting go. In this specific case of letting go of our old relationship, so we have bad relationship with someone, and we feel the person is so possessive, or maybe we feel that we are also possessive and we feel that's unhealthy. No one let go. But then the response from the other side is always you could just say terrorizing or perhaps blackmailing or perhaps threatening, and so you don't feel that you can do it. You don't think you can do it. In this case, what would you think you would do? Okay, I mean three of you. What would you like to do this way? You like to escape? What do you like to do? When you feel the threat, the terror, and then especially the blackmail kind of thing. Oh, you let go of me. Are you having another guy? Kind of talk and slam the door, slam the phone, and maybe call your mom and call your dad and complain this, complain that, and maybe put a note in your locker. Things like that. It make you scared. The tactic that really want to possess you. And so what do you do? Are you crying or what do you do? Tell me, what do you do in this case?
How do you guys vent?
Yeah.
When something like that, do you seek help or do you cry? I cry. I cry. Yeah. Cry.
But the thing about that scenario, it's a bit difficult to get out of it, right? Very difficult to get out. Sometimes you need to have your mom and dad intervene. Sometimes people really have no way out. Again, you get stuck in that for a long time. But let's backtrack a little bit. I think the first thing we do in terms of, for you, Stephanie, you are also very young. So the way that you don't want to get into it and you get stuck. So the first thing you want to cultivate is unpossessive, meaning non-possessive kind of attitude. When you have friends, and even if the friends are very close, give a distant, healthy distance, and you do cultivate a non-possessive attitude. Even to love someone, but it's not necessarily that you need to possess that person. But giving care, being warm, but the giving itself is attitude that we call letting go of ourselves, but not possessive. When we possess, we're not letting go. We hold on to that person. But that's why when you start a relationship, you start out with the right footing by saying, giving care, giving love, giving support, have a rapport with that person, and that is the start of all the goodness there. And by doing this, that I think it's helped you to be able to understand that letting go is a process that is very natural, because if you don't possess at the very beginning, at the very end you don't possess. You start without possessing, you end up without possessing. And when you don't possess anything, then that's the form of letting go. So now that's the first scenario, which is ideal, right? It doesn't happen if you don't have the education. So when you know that, you establish. And with that, usually, we know that when you love someone, you give all your heart, all your energy, and you can get the response from the same person, giving you the same kind of energy, same kind of heart, same kind of care, then that's very fulfilling. Because you have nothing to fight for, you have nothing to really struggle for, and usually we struggle for our own independence. when we are in the possessive, very possessive relationship, we struggle to be independent, and we don't want the guy just always say things that we listen to. We want a very kind and mutual respect,
and interactive relationship,
mutual trust,
right?
and the interaction is fair.
Communication.
It's joyful. It's cheerful. So that's what you want. So in that scenario, if you haven't get anywhere yet, you start out that now. You start out with that, meaning, okay, let me set my mind. And you need the guy also to tune into that, right? Now, the second scenario is this, well, you start wrong. You want to possess a guy. You want to have fun. You want to go out and have party. You want to do all that. And you may hug, you may kiss, you may do all kind of thing. And you didn't realize that that is your own, what do you call it, desire. And you think that you're going to be free, but the guy think the other way around. Oh, it's easy for me to use it, it's easy for me to get on to her, and naturally he possesses you. Because you let him into your life in that way. Because you're not thinking about the consequence clearly, right? So now you're stuck with it. Now you're stuck with it, now you can't get out of it. So you say, oh, I don't want you anymore. You don't want anymore, but the guy's not going to be happy, so he's going to try to get you back, one way or the other. Now sometimes the guy moving on to the other girl. So the guy really let go of you. But it's really hurt you very much because you feel you're being spent, you're being used, and you don't feel any love, you any support, you have nothing that comes to you. And in that way, what do we do? Now that is another scenario that's really, really need us to think about how we deal with it. What do you think? So we stay for another.
Yeah, perhaps we should say that for another session. So thank you, Master, for your wisdom.
Yeah.
And thank you to my beautiful anchors. And thank you, viewers, for spending your time with us. Please stay tuned for the next part of the series.